From Hakeem Jeffries, Iran is a sworn enemy of the United States. News to me. And can never be permitted to become a nuclear-capable power. Israel has a right to defend itself against escalating Iranian aggression, and our commitment to Israel's security remains ironclad. The authority to declare war belongs solely to the U.S. Congress. President Trump and his administration must refrain from engaging in offensive military action in Iran without the explicit approval of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Aggressive diplomacy resulting in a longer and stronger agreement that permanently halts Iran's nuclear aspirations is the most appropriate course of action. Meanwhile, I have no doubt that they are going to come out and, on the one hand, say that Trump was wrong for doing this, but we have to stop Iran because, you know, they're so evil. What do they want to do? Hold a vote so that they can say, yes, we'll go to war now, and we're the ones responsible for it? The Democratic Party should seriously seep into the dustbin of history, because that's where they're going. I mean, that is essentially where things are heading. And I will tell you, I like Zoran Mamdani. I think he's got a decent chance of winning. But if Andrew Cuomo becomes the mayor of New York City with the help of another Zionist kingmaker like Michael Bloomberg and everybody else that's involved in trying to ensure that that Zionist power vacuum in New York stays in power, I mean, people cannot run away from the Democratic Party fast enough. They had an opportunity to at least mount some type of an opposition to some of this saber rattling. They have not only not been opposing it, they have not only gone along with it, they have been saber rattling Trump to do it.
Hey, Peter, let me just say something. I've been wanting to get off my chest, and you just gave me the opportunity just now. And I don't care if my family, friends, or associates, I want them to hear this. I despise Hakeem Jeffries. I despise Cory Booker. They mean nothing to me because they are bought and paid for by the AIPAC lobby. They are bought and paid for. Look at AIPAC. Hakeem Jeffries get more money than anybody. That is the only reason he is the leader in the Democratic House. He means nothing to me. He's a piece of nothing because he's bought and paid for. He's just playing games. Oh, come to authority. He could have been speaking out to keep us from doing this as leader of the Democratic Party. He's a bought and paid for agent of Israel. Take that to the bank.
Worst kind. And they all are. And Colonel,
all of them are.
Yeah. And you have probably, in the time that you were there, I mean, I assume that the power of the Israel lobby has grown exponentially over time. But I would imagine that back during the Bush administration, that this was already a serious problem. That the amount of power and control that AIPAC and DMFI and all of these nonprofit organizations that are just different elements of, whether it's the Center for American Progress, the Cato Institute, the Heritage Foundation, they're all the same. These are corporate special interest proxies for the big wigs to do what they want to do. But I would imagine that it's reached a point now where they are not going to be able to sweep this under the rug anymore. The American people are just too aware of, first, how precarious our situation is now, but that the point of no return has been reached with the U.S.-Israel relationship, that it is now time, if there ever was a time to sever this relationship, this is it. This is the time to speak up and say, we are not going to World War III for the state of Israel. We will no longer be adhering to their will on our nation. I think that is a great place to wind down the conversation this evening. And I'm wondering if you think we've reached that point where maybe things might actually start to turn.
Hey, Larry, let me just say this first and then let you end it, Larry. Yeah. I said something earlier. This is not a time about domestic politics. I never thought I would be aligning myself with Tucker Carlson. I never thought I would be in agreement with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I never thought I would be agreeing with Steve Bannon. But this is about our country and the world now. This is not about domestic politics now. And I think we all should come together, all Republicans and Democrats. those that know this is wrong, know this is against this war, and be loud and vocal. Because as you said, it could lead to a draft. Just let some of them folks get hit, the 40 or 50,000 we have right now in close proximity to Iran. Let one of those carriers get hit. That's going to expand the war even further. And it will possibly lead to a draft. So if you don't want your son or daughter going to war used as pawns in a corrupt foreign policy, now is the time to get loud and vocal and do something about it. Republicans, Democrats, progressive, conservatives, and independents. If not, you need to shut up. You're complicit. And don't cry when we get here at the homeland by a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
I agree. And I would add only one thing, and that is that we are in a situation that could very well spiral completely out of control.
Yep.
And bring a regional war that turns into a global war. Think Ukraine, think the Baltic, other things that are happening right now. And the most dangerous state in Southwest Asia with regard to nuclear weapons is not Iran. It's Israel. The only state that does not have non-proliferation treaty status, won't have it, is not a signatory to the Safeguards Agreement or the additional protocol, won't even let anybody come look at their weapons. This is the most dangerous state in the lot.
A fact.
Indeed. Well, I wish we could have spoken under different circumstances, but of course, boy, oh boy, I bet you, both of you gentlemen, never thought you would live to see anything like this happen again. But hey, it is what it is. American empire is in a very precarious spot. They may have bit, I believe Israel bit off more than they can chew. And it certainly looks like we're doing the same. If there were grounds to remove a commander-in-chief, this would be it. But of course, they're going to go right along with it. That's what's going to happen because we're a bought and paid for country by special interests. The only thing we've got to save ourselves is each other. We have a nation of 350 million people, of the overwhelming majority who do not agree with any of this at all. And so we must coalesce as best we can in order to ensure that we do not end up, forget a regional war, more like a world war at this point, because that's what we're staring down the barrel of right now. As much as that is hopefully potentially avoided, I'm not going to hold my breath, but we will work as hard as we can to make that so.